My name is Murali. I'm program manager of the Information Society program of PANOS London. The program essentially looks at how, in a society, information and communication could be used so that the society could become more inclusive and therefore it could become equitable.
PANOS London is an international NGO. We approach communication in a holistic way and use four main approaches, which are voice, so amplifying otherwise marginalized or invisible voices; dialogue, creating spaces for mediated conversations between stakeholders; working with the media to produce editorialized content that engages wide audiences; and network communications, including ICTs.
If poverty is all about isolation, then I think, and the organization thinks, information and communication is the only way to bring them back into mainstream. So that's the only way to be part of the development.
The media can reach broad audiences. So working with the media means you can put your issues on the agenda. You can create wide public understanding of the issues and messages that you want to get across. You can let beneficiaries know about some of the findings of your research. A second added value of working with the media is that media coverage can enrich findings by linking to experience on the ground and policy context. And finally, it can provide opportunities for groups to come together to catalyze action. Working with the media can ensure that changes are more likely to be owned, participatory, and sustainable.
There are successes on different levels. If you're thinking of success in terms of influencing policy stakeholders using media, then we have several anecdotes. In Uganda, we organized this media and policymakers dialogue in which we invited parliamentarians, policymakers, and lead journalists and media practitioners. It wasn't a very peaceful process to begin with, and lots of finger pointing and so on, but eventually both sides understood each other. One of the major outcome of the meeting was Uganda has set up this fund called Universal Access Fund called Rural Communication Development Fund. And that fund has a public advisory committee, and for the first time the policymakers opened up that committee and said they would accept media as a representative. It's just a starting point, but actually it's about improving governance, transparency, and accountability. That's very important, that's very key, and we think information communications can play a very crucial role in improving governance and accountability.